All right, I believe we are live.
Yeah, it's working.
Hey, Denise and Paul Myers.
Yep, Paul Myers here.
And Road Warrior Investors. Yep.
Yep.
And we're out in the field, and we are actually back home. We made it back home to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So we wanted to give a couple of different updates. We've had a few viewers actually reach out, thank you, and ask some questions. So we thought we'd go live today a little bit easier. Just to go live, the question really was a day in the life of a real estate investor, what we do in a course of a day, and so we thought we would take a moment and share part of our journey just for today. So we're back home after being gone for a little over a month on the road, which was awesome.
Yeah.
We met some incredible people along the way. We learned a lot too.
A lot more content coming out too.
And we have more content, yes. But so a shout out to a few people out there. I know Bob, you were out there. We met with you in Detroit. Sammy and Freddie also in Detroit. Jeff, we met up in Ohio. Who else along the way? A bunch of other people too. So shout out to those that we met in person. It was a great trip. Learned a ton, so that was good. So a day in the life of a real estate investor. We got back home and Monday morning came quickly. I know we actually did quite a bit of work over the weekend. We took a phone call from a lead that came in, which led us to where we're at today.
From Libby, Montana.
We are.
Yep.
So that's where our day took us. Before we even came out here though, this morning we were in the office for a few hours catching up on some things. We signed on a house. We had a notary come to us.
House sale, yeah.
House sale, yep. We had a notary come to us on that in the office, so that was good. Saved us some time. And then from there, we made our way out and hit a property that we currently have up in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Yep.
Checked on that property because it'd been a while since we've gone and checked on it.
It's been too snowy to get in now. It snows free, so snow free, but we just gotta get up there and finish the project now.
Yeah. So we checked on that. Saw some, I think, some bear scat. Was that what that was?
Yeah, there's a bear that lives there.
But it was
prints, a lot of deer, but beautiful. It's kind of out there, a little remote, but it's still nice property. Big house.
and there's no cell service, so we were off grid for a little bit. And so again, phone rings, and we have some people, we have a team available to answer, but today was a little different. We have Felicia, who is out sick today, and Tammy is off today as well. So we're taking the phone calls as well. Again, a day in the life of a real estate investor. You know, every day is a little bit different.
Gotta be flexible.
You do, which is kind of fun though. Every day is
Fun,
different.
you know,
And
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
We had to drive up to Libby, which is not terribly far, but it's a different time zone. So we had to switch time zones. So you lose an hour immediately, and you go back and get it back. But then we met this gentleman up here at the house. We weren't able to make numbers work on it. Definitely needed way more work than I think that everyone really thinks. It's pretty bad. So that's okay. We came up, met the guy.
yeah, but again, I think real estate investing, lessons learned for those, you know, even seasoned or getting into it. You know, when we go on an appointment that's outside of our core area that we have, you know, Libby, Montana is part of our territory, but it is out there a ways. And so for us to come out, and then even if we were to buy it, if we had crews coming out here, you got to think about those things, right? So there's additional costs that are incurred if the houses are further out. Now, Libby, Montana is a beautiful city, but again, houses, we did our research, houses sit on the market for a little bit longer out here when they're...
Longer market time, and sometimes the price points up here are high enough where local people can't even really afford their own market, especially the interest rates the way they were, where they are now. So it's kind of hard to resell up here. If you do ever do something out that's more remote, the end price of the house needs to be small enough where people can afford it. So you have to buy it right to fix it up to actually list it at a very reasonable ARV, a very reasonable price that people can afford with interest rates at 7.5% or whatever they are.
Right.
That's
So just know that going in, that if you look at a property that you plan to either hold or rehab or whatever your exit strategy might be, if it is outside of the main area that you have crews in, or it's harder to get materials to, or even do dumping, you know, those are pricing and timelines that you need to make sure you take into consideration.
We talked about it in the one video
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So today again, signed on a sale house this morning. Took a few phone calls as well from a couple of different leads that came in. Someone called the office, a general contractor called the office looking to start building a relationship. We got the phone ringing over here. Went on an appointment today, and we booked up 2 more appointments for later in the week as well. So in order to buy houses, you do have to get appointments. You have to be able to go out and meet with the people, see the houses, and make offers. Without making offers, you're not buying houses. So some tips and tricks there for you guys out there. So later this afternoon, we're going to make our way back home to Coeur d'Alene. And then I think, was there anything else? We had any of the meetings or anything else going on today? Or?
Just get caught up on everything. Some more stuff to get caught up on.
Computer time, always fun. So a day in the life of a real estate investor, real estate investing 101. We thought we would take a moment and just share with the YouTube warriors out there a little bit of our day as we came back after being gone for a little over a month.
Yep.
Kind of fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful. Keep bringing in those questions. We're happy to answer them. The housing market is all over the map right now. There's a lot of changes going on. They're going to continue to be changes. The rates are tough right now. So, buying and selling, it's a little bit of a different world right now. Don't let that don't let that scare you. Just the housing market in general, real estate in general, is always evolving and changing. So, yeah. All right. And with that, we'll see you guys back out in the field.
Investors out.
See ya.
See ya.